I'm John Feidelberg. This is the one thing I learned. Okay, so this is the story of the time I rescued a dog. Rescued. So I'm in Newport for the summer, and I'd recently discovered this thing called wine ice cream. I'd gone over to the liquor store right next to my apartment, literally connected, and the guy pitched me on it. Hell of a pitch. He said, you know how when you wake up, you kind of feel like a piece of shit when you crack a beer at 8:30 in the morning? I said, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know you and I, same level, same level. He said, let me introduce you to this thing called wine ice cream. I said, buddy, you had me at wine. I brought 2 pints with me to the beach this day. It was 1 pint to nurse the hangover, 1 pint to just enjoy while I relaxed and listened to the ocean. So towards the end of the beach day, I had some friends coming down, and they texted me, and they texted me about 4 o'clock or so, two pints deep at this point. Texted me about 4 o'clock or so, and they said, hey man, we're almost there. And I said, cool, I'll pack up. But while I packed up, I looked down, and I saw that I was covered in ice cream. It was entirely too much ice cream on my shirt to be an adult man. This should have been a little hint that I was perhaps a bit inebriated. I thought this was the funniest thing in the world. I thought, I gotta take some selfies of this. I gotta take some pictures here. So I'm leaning back on the beach, laughing hysterically. Just taking pictures of myself, countless pictures, countless photos. I'm the most sober guy in the world here, while I cackle, alone on a beach covered in ice cream. So I meet my buddies, we go hit the bars, your standard Tuesday night out, everyone's had one of those. And we just got entirely too ripped up because I hadn't factored in the red raspberry Chardonnay. Ooh, I forgot about it. So I ended up getting entirely too drunk, and that's when, we like to go to the beach afterwards. I go home, pop the bathing suit on, go to the water, because that's a safe activity. And while I was walking to the water, I saw this dog who looked like she needed help. She was a little ratty looking. She didn't have a collar on to my recollection. And I'd been thinking, you know what, it's time for a dog. Everyone goes through phases like that where it's like, I'm lonely as shit. I need a dog. I've been living in Newport by myself for 2 months. I was like, I need something to talk to. I'm going to buy an animal. And in my mind, I'd thought, you know what, I manifested this. This is just fate. This is God bringing me a dog in need. And so I named her 11 immediately because I was in love with Stranger Things. And she had rescued me as much as I'd rescued her. It was perfect. I mean, it was truly the aligning of the stars. So 11 and I went on this just beautiful quest. We went to the water, we were swimming together, and we're having a blast. It's romantic. The moon's out. I'm looking at this dog, I'm like, Elle, you saved me, girl. We're playing fetch on the beach. It was a lovely, romantic evening of just two kindred spirits finding each other and saying, you know what, me and you, we're gonna take this world on together, baby. So then we're on the couch, we're cuddling, we're falling asleep, and it was a beautiful moment to me. As I'm falling asleep with this new rescue puppy in my hands, I had third eye blind just banging through my head. Like, I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. But as all nights do, this one ended. And I woke up in the morning. I woke up to a terrible rapping on a door. Just a nervous one. Either there's a, that's your friend who's over to have a couple beers. Well, that's your neighbor, and they're not happy with you. So I wake up to that, and I'm like, oh boy, what did we do? What happened last night? I have a dog on my chest, but I knew about 11. That wasn't a surprise to me. And I had a buddy who answered the door, and I'm trying to listen in like your parents are fighting, and I can just hear, she had a very raspy, cigarette-y voice. Like she woke up like she'd been nervously smoking, like, where the fuck is my dog? Where the fuck is my dog? And did anyone steal a dog? Where's my dog? I looked at this dog and started replaying some steps. And I realized that most of the time, this dog was just trying to get home. So I'm trying to remember the first time I found it. I thought I found it in the street, but it was probably in the front yard of its house. The house next door, the neighbors, who have a doghouse. That was now empty because I took the dog. Like we're in the water, and I think we're having this beautiful water moment with under the stars, and it's this not romantic. I didn't want to have sex with the dog. Where that wasn't what happened. What happened was this dog kept trying to swim away, and I'm like, 11, come back, 11, come back. And then I'm thinking about like when I'm trying to play fetch with it, and I'm wondering why my legs are sore. I'm realizing the dog wasn't fetching. I was running back and forth getting the ball and throwing it and going, 11, go fetch, 11, go fetch, 11. Well, the dog was like, you are an idiot. You are a goddamn asshole. I'm not moving for anything. Why do you think we're playing together? Just take me home. I'm so sick of you, bro. And I think about trying to feed it ice cream. And 11 is like, dude, I'm trying to go home. I'm so sick of you calling me 11. I'm a male dog. How drunk could you possibly be that you're not noticing my fucking penis, man? You think it's a vagina between my legs, man? Just look, I got a decent dick. I'm a small dog, but I got a decent dick. Stop insulting me by calling me a woman. I'm a man dog. I want to go home. And so I'm sitting there kind of just shaking my head, trying to remember everything. And I'm realizing that the beautiful night I shared with this female dog, who I rescued, was actually definitely, a horrible kidnapping of my neighbor's male dog. I'm not totally to blame here. You know, sometimes we all forget things. My neighbor, she forgot to put the collar on the dog. I forgot to not steal a random person's dog. We all make mistakes, it happens. And I'm sitting here now in bed with this dog on a futon, and I feel so horrible, and I don't know what to do with it. I have to gather all these feelings, and I'm bad at breaking up with people. I'm bad at saying goodbyes. I don't like doing it. It's not for me. So saying goodbye to this dog that you spent this beautiful night with it was a heartwarming moment, or a heart-wrenching moment, I should say. I'm patting her on the head, and 11, I'm gonna miss you. We had such a great night together. And Leo, which was this dog's real name, is like, dude, I can hear my owner outside. I just want to go home. Please let me go. So I did. This dog took off like the wind. Just so goddamn happy to get home. And that really broke my heart. I thought this was going to be a lasting relationship. So I guess the one thing I learned here is that every dog isn't your dog. Those dogs belong to people. And you can't just take them and get away with it. Thank you for watching One Thing I Learned. Here's a reminder to please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment for other stories you'd like to see cartoonified. And if you want to see more stories, make sure you click the playlist right up here. It's all the One Thing I Learned we've had, all compiled in one place, all the great stories. Subscribe, bell, watch it, comment, do it all. Thank you.